Yeah. So, myself, Rajsekhar, I have 12 years of experience in Android development as well as in trainings. So, today we will start with Android related this. So, just I'm sharing my screen. Hope you are able to see my screen. So, just I'm opening one notepad. So, today here we are going to discuss about one word, that is Android. Hope everyone are aware of this word, right? So what you know about this word? Anyone? Either if you want to send a text also fine, or want to unmute and talk also, it's fine. So what is about this word Android? What you know about this word Android? Any idea on this? No. No idea. You must have some idea because hope everyone are using the Android phones. Maybe someone is iPhone, but maximum you know that. So what do you know about this word Android? Okay, it's a mobile operating system. Next, any other? Okay, so I'll tell you the detail. So this is first, it is an operating system. So that operating system is for mobile. So initially it's for mobile. Nowadays it's mobile, tabs, TVs, other gadgets, like other lot of other gadgets is coming nowadays. So other electronic gadgets, it's coming. This is an operating system. OS is nothing but here it's a operating system. So Android is an operating system for various devices such as mobile, tablets, TVs, and other gadgets. So then not only this single word, Android is also development environment. What is development environment? What is development environment? So development environment means where we can develop the apps. So using this Android platform, here we are going to develop some kind of applications. So that we can say as here, it's a development environment. And next one more word, it's a open source. So what is the meaning of open source? So for open source means it is freely available. So nothing you need to pay anything to use this application development as well as an operating system as well. So either if you are a manufacturer of mobile, TV, tablet or TV, then you can customize operating system as per your requirement. Or if you are a developer, so you can also use that Android application and you can develop the apps using this. And as an end user, you can utilize a lot of applications is freely available that you can, I mean, in your phone, it's upgradations. You can do upgrade or you can install the number of applications. So like that, it has benefits for the different stakeholders. Those are, one is the manufacturer, other is the developers, and next one is end users. So various people, we have the various kind of benefits are here. So the next last word, which is, I'm saying this one word, Linux kernel. So this Linux kernel is nothing but, it is the Linux based operating system. So this Android is built on based on the Linux related this, and the Linux kernel means in a Linux there is a kernel is there. So the kernel always this will run on the top of the Linux kernel. So that clearly when we are discussing about the architecture diagram, in architecture diagram, how this Android will run on the top of this. I'll show you on top of the kernel. Top of the kernel, always Android will run. Top of the kernel, always this will run. So how that will see here first, but today here we are concentrating first on the definition of the Android. So the definition of Android, simply you can remember only 4 words. One is the operating system, second one is a development environment, then open source and Linux kernel. So based on these 4 words, you need to form a sentence. Like Android is an operating system for various devices like mobiles, tabs, TVs and other gadgets. Next, it's a development environment. So using this, we can build applications for us, whatever the devices it's supported, for those devices we can do this. Next is it's open source. So because of the open source, developers can utilize the development environment, manufacturers can utilize the operating system, customizable, and end users, you can get a lot of applications as a free of cost and also free upgradations for that. And finally, it's run always on the top of the Linux kernel. So this is the definition of this. So any questions on definition side, or it is clear from the definition side? Okay, so this is definition wise, it is okay. But now, so I have few questions. Okay. So before entering into the actual subject, I have to clarify few questions with you people. So the first question is, why you came for this course? Why you are learning this course? So different people has the different answers for this. So why you are learning this course? No idea? Then how you join this without any knowledge of this? Why you are learning this course? So there is a specific reason? No specific reasons for this? Amresh, Kavita, Subbu. So one person, Kavita, said that want to start a career with Android. Subbu is for job. Okay, both are similar. It's both are for the job. So for job, one more question I have. So Amresh is made up app development. Yes. Okay, fine. So app development. This is fine. But I have here one more question. Okay. So job. If I learn Python, or if I learn Java, if I learn something else language, can I get the job or not? Obviously, I'll get the job if I took the other any language which is means any platform which is available in now market. If I learn that, definitely I can get the job somewhere. But what is the difference between that and this? So there are here some extra benefits are there compared to the other technologies. So first is here, this is a job, it's okay. It's equal to other technology. If I learn Python, if I learn Java, if I learn .NET, I can get the job. Here also I can get the job. So package wise, both are equal to same. So because both are having the market, so both are equal to same. Then apart from this, you have any other benefits means? Yes, here we have other benefits. Here, you can develop your own applications. So you can, yes. So next to this one, and one more here is freelancer. So you can develop your own application or you can work as a freelancer. Can I get freelancer jobs in other sectors? Very less. Compared to this, it's a less. Because if I want to develop one application in Java, it's a Java and those, we are using the huge, big applications will use that. But these mobile applications on top of the big applications, based on the requirement, users will create a small applications. Also, a lot of people like in the market, they are interested to develop some small applications. So who they are going like, for example, here we have 4 members. Okay, these 4 members in this, someone has to develop their own application. So first, this Amresh went and he approached one company. Okay, approached one company. So you want like some small application. So the company people said that this is the, we will develop this in a 2 lakhs. Let us. So next, Kavita went to one freelancer. So they said that definitely they said that they will do in 40 to 50,000 of this. 50K. The next, Subbu, let us consider is an developer. So he is doing his own. Is doing his own. So here he is saving this much amount. But here second person Kavita went to freelancer. So she's saving 1 to 1.5 lakh. And here if Amresh is approaching the company, so he is spending the more amount. Let us consider Amresh does not have the money. Then definitely next option should come here, freelancer. So if a freelancer is again, if he is online developer, then directly he can do this activity. And okay, this is like this. We have to get the more freelancer opportunities outside. Here for this is example for this. So you can get the more freelancer more opportunities we are getting in a market. Yeah, I'll come this point, Subbu. So this is like this. Then next here. So own app development. If I develop my own applications, if I upload those applications in a Play Store, how can I get the revenues? How can I get the revenues? It's why we are uploading the application. End of the day, our target is to earn some money, right? Even for job also, even for freelancer also, everything. So you should get. So by ads. Simply here see, if one web application, if I took one web application, I have lot of content in my web application, but Google cannot allow the apps instantly until its application is stable and it has some standards. Until you does not reach your application, your web application to that standards, you cannot get any ads on your website. But here you can start with the zero users also. While uploading first time also, you can upload that application with ads. Even with 0 users also it can be. But how much we can earn? So if I'm taking the worst figure, if I have 500 users in my application, how much I can earn on a month? 500 users means regularly, can I take 50% of people are using regular my application? Sometimes no. I'll take complete worst figure, that is 10% of people are using my application daily. Then 50 users per day. So 50 users per day means on an average I can get here. So this is a $100 to $200 easily on a monthly basis. $100 to $200 means it's approximately, it's in between 8,000 to 15 to 16,000. Average you can take 10,000 also there. With very minimal users, we are getting 10K means that's a very good income only. Because if that here maybe 10 add, here 10 definitely add, right? Here if it is 2 zeros, 3 zeros like this, you can add more zeros, more figure, you will get more amount here. But if I develop application and I upload Play Store, users can install. My application users can install or not. So if from a unknown person. See, let us consider you are now you are joined in my class. I said I have an application in Play Store, so I shared with you. Just you can install, means you will definitely, if it is useful application, definitely you can install. But unknownly, the same app someone is sending to you, you install that application? Obviously no, because you don't know that application how it is. So because of that, if user want to install your application, we need to follow some standards first. Means user can install your application, means definitely yes, but when you follow few instructions. If you follow few instructions, what are the instructions? What you are expecting from this? First is the UI UX. What is UI UX? User interface, user experience. So this too should be in a proper, means inside there is 80% of functionality is working. That is fine, well and good. But by opening the application, if UI is attractive, then users definitely show an interest to install your application first. And the next is the simple. By seeing that, user need to understand your application. And next is, this is very, very important, secure. So definitely your application should be secure. Because see, if I install few applications from the Play Store, like let us consider I install one tutorial application. The tutorial application is asking the contacts permission. Why the tutorial? I want to read tutorial. Why should I give my contacts permission? If I give my contacts permission, they are accessing my all contact data. So that is not a proper application. So that kind of application means user cannot show an interest per application. So it should be good UI, good user interface, and good user experience, simple, secure, and fast. So if you follow minimum, it means a lot of other is there that we will discuss later. But if you follow at least minimum of this, definitely the users can show interest on this. So definitely users can show interest on this. Yeah, these questions I'll come next in few minutes. This and one more question is there, right? These questions I'll come. So this is definitely users can install your application and they can show interest. But what kind of applications now trending in market? I'll show you a few example applications here. With normal, means that could not have much functionalities, but there are more and more downloads for those applications. So I'll search with one word called Frank apps. I'll open one application. Frank app calling. Frank app calling. Yeah, I'll open any one of application. I'll open this application. See, this is just you can see before going to detail, just you can see the UI. Frank app. As a developer, we are correct. I'm saying that this is the Frank application. So on the Frank application, what we will do is I'm saving few details, like few numbers like this. Okay, with unknown number and police, pizza, mom, girlfriend, like this. I saved few applications. And after that, it's a simply alarm functionality. What we have in our phone, it's alarm functionality. With that alarm, so we can easily get those application. It means without any user does not know. Means automatically I set alarm at 2 o'clock with background of this image, 3 o'clock with this image, 4 o'clock this image, 5 o'clock this image. So like who knows the alarm functionality code in code, they will write this application within a 2 to 3 days. See, how many downloads are there? 50 million plus downloads. So just people are using just for entertainment purpose, these kind of applications. Like here, one more I'll search here, Frank app or VIP call Frank. VIP call Frank. See here, like same, whatever we see now, just this is a recent application, but it's a 1 million users. See here. Here also, it's the same private number like this. Users can set these kind of applications and they can do this. And one more application I'll show you, Frank BP scanner Frank. See this. See, by placing this, see, by placing your thumb here, this kind of application just is showing that scanner kind of thing. When you place that, it's showing that scanner. See, by placing this scanner, how it can identify your BP, blood pressure. So this is also recent. See, 10K plus. So these kind of applications nowadays, it's in a market. Lot of applications are trending this. So we will get some income from those kind of applications here. Means that is a useless application, but people are using those. So that we can earn some money there, such kind of applications. Okay. So hope this is clear. Now I'll come to your points. So you asked a few questions, right? So first I'll come to this point, Subbu's question. So what is an average salary? So this average salary, specifically this depends on a company. So depends on company. Like it is a startup company, maybe they will get a 8 to 10K or 12K. If the same time, if you get on a good company, there you will get a 20 to 30 also. 20 to 30 also you can get there. See, even in my company, so where freshers will come, we'll start from the 10 or 10 to 15 in between based on this. But right now with 4+ years of experience, he is having this 12 lakh package. So 12 lakhs package means per month it is an 1 lakh package for this. So that depends on experience. He is having now 4+ almost near to 5 years. So in the means once he joined in the company, he started with the 8K, but now it is 1. That depends on this. So obviously, how the other platform salaries are there, it's equal to that. So the next question, KOTLIN or Java, the companies are using. Yeah. So here, so some of the companies are existing projects which are already developed in Java. So most of the projects, they are continuing in Java itself, but some new who is going to start new applications. 60% of companies now doing with the KOTLIN. Other few people are going with the continuously, they are developing in Java itself. That mostly in recently I seen in Tech Mahindra. So Tech Mahindra, they are using the KOTLIN, and other MNCs also, they are using the KOTLIN only for latest projects. Previous projects already they are using that. Even in my company also, for existing projects, we are continuing with Java, which are latestly starting that. Thus, we are going with KOTLIN. Okay. So any other questions as of now with this? So if I know Java, can we do KOTLIN also? Yes. If you know Java, KOTLIN is very simple. Means very simple. Easily you can do that. So here, before going to the next point, so I want to know just about your backgrounds. like BTech, or you are something you are already doing some non-IT job kind of thing, because people will come differently. Because Kotlin also. Yes, here this complete course is based on Kotlin only. It will run here completely. So initially, few programs I'll come with two languages. So then I'll start with this. So Subbu Naidu, you are from last year IT. Okay. So then what about Amresh or Kavita? So you are there, Amresh, Kavita. Kavita, I'm done MTech and working as a lecturer in engineering college. Okay, done. So I'm doing in website development. Okay, so different people are in a different sectors. So here, I hope everyone commonly known about the Java language, right? Yes. So who knows Java, for them, it is a very simple, where whatever the syntaxes are there in Java, that can be reduced here. Very much it is reduced. Is it necessary to upload every application? No, it's a depends. Say if you want to, like, internal purpose, you can use that without uploading Play Store also, you can use that application. So hope this is clear. Then now this is next, I'm coming into this course. So here, actual this course planning is total, it's a 50 hours of course. So okay, in this 50 hours of course, we will cover with latest version Android. Latest version Android is a 12. So we develop here with Android version 12 on this course. Okay, daily it's a 1 hour section. So in that 1 hour section, initially for 1 week, it should be the theoretical sessions, completely the theoretical sessions. After 1 week, we'll enter into the programmatical section. So when we enter into the programmatical, so there it's every day, depends on topic, 5 to 10 minutes or sometimes 15 minutes is a theoretical, remaining completely we spend on a programmatical sessions. So each and every program I'll create in front of you, and in front of you I'll execute, and I'll show you the complete output. End to end, each and every line with explanation, I'll write here in front of you only. And then, so by end of this course, almost we can develop more than 100 questions, 100 programs in this. Yeah, I'll share that course content. Just I'm first highlighting the course contents, so then course highlights, then I want to go with it. So, and I have list of task list. I'll share those task list to everyone. So based on the topic, you need to work those activities regularly on this. Means you can do that activity. And wherever this that particular point which is important to interview purpose, so I can stretch there how to answer those questions in interview. Either if you go with a fresher or if you go with an experienced person, how to deal such kind of activities, I'll clearly explain there. So here exactly means with this 50 hours of this, we cannot cover full project here, but end of the course, I'll show you the how to deal with the real-time projects, how we can start and where we can start, like that kind of complete stuff I'll give you. So I say that I'm giving the task, right? If you follow those tasks, definitely you will get an that scope, you can implement a project on your own. So such kind of I'll give you that here. So this is about the course highlights. Just I want to open the course content. So this is the course content. So with Android 12.0, we are covering here. So here from complete basics to advanced topics are covered here in this course. See, first it is an introduction. So in introduction, what is Android, what is the history, what is the key features, everything here, how this became an open source, so versions and drawbacks. And after that, architecture, what is architecture, how it is came, and the development environment, how to set up the development environment on your system. Then we can create a programs. After that, here we are dealing this with the two languages. One is the Kotlin, other is the Java, right? So on both language, how to do this initial preview programs we'll discuss with the two languages. Then after that, the course will completely went through Kotlin. Yeah. Then after that, one more language we will use for this, XML. So this is the extensible markup language. This is almost it's like as HTML. So on that fashion, this also I hope it is also new for you. So you'll start from the initial. I'll give the complete overview, and after that, user interface, how to develop the user interface, and sometimes user interface maybe we can generate dynamically from the program. So that also I'll show you. Then after that, common user interface. So this common user interface, like I want to create a button like a login form, registration form. So such kind of forms and everything, how to handle here, we'll discuss in detail here. Then after that, components of Android. So we'll discuss here components of Android. After that, advanced topics, advanced user interfaces, and multimedia, like the video, how to play with the videos, how to play with the audios, that kind of overview. And how to send SMS, how find a IMEI number, calls, emails, and how to connect with the Wi-Fi and everything, and how to manage the phone, silent ringtone like this, and Bluetooth. Nowadays, this Bluetooth option is very, very important because of IoT devices. So that IoT device, how to connect with IoT, like from my phone, I want to connect with the printer. From my phone, I want to connect with the AC, like such kind of IoTs, how to handle. So that I'll show you here. And the next is this is one topic, internal intents, like passing from one page to other page, opening camera, like this, I'll show you here. And this is the alerting, like date, how to select the date, time. So such kind of activities we'll show here. And this is like battery low and some Wi-Fi available. So such kind of alerts, how we are controlling here, we will see in detail this. Up to this is the completely the static application development. From there, dynamic application, like communicating from the server, means communicate to server, like Amazon, Flipkart. So such kind of applications means always it is communicating with the server, right? So that kind of here we are capturing here. See, web services. This is using this concept, we can communicate with the server. So like this is a reusability of the user interfaces to reduce the app size, and local database, that is a SQLite database here we'll use to store the local database. So this is also advanced libraries for the dynamic applications. These two are the advanced libraries for this. And after that, to make an attractive UI, so this is a concept Google is supporting that. That is a material design that we will discuss. And after that, this is very important, Firebase. Now this Firebase is for the notifications, like in WhatsApp or from any other applications. Nowadays, we are getting the notifications, right? Your payment is due, or someone sent a hi in WhatsApp. So such kind of all messages through Firebase only. Means you want to develop a chat kind of application and you want to send a notification, so that can be helped. So that how we can handle that, we will see here. And next, how to deal with the Google Maps and Google Places, animations, and how to set up ads on your environment, and how to create a Play Store account, and how to upload apps, and how to maintenance that. And apart from this, if you enter into some company, how to deal with that company, like means a code, like I'm not an individual person, team is working, so how to set up the code, from one person to other person, how to validate that. So such kind of all activities I'll show you here. So this is the summarize of the course. So any questions from anyone up to this? This is the course content. Any questions on the course content, or it's clear? It's clear. Okay. So these all are the things we are going to cover in this. So the next is the, so this first initial 2 to 3 days, we will spend 30 to 40 minutes. Maybe because sometimes after 1 or 2 days also a few people will join. Because of that, 2 to 3 days we'll spend a little bit lesser time. So then after we will spend exactly 1 hour time. Sometimes maybe it will 1 hour 10 minutes also, depends on that. Means if we are almost in ending stage of the program, next 5 to 10 minutes we'll spend extra and we'll close that program, and we'll continue with the next day from there. Okay, so any other questions apart from what have I covered? You have any other questions? So one more thing I want to cover here. So I'm not only the trainer, I'm specifically working in a company. So whatever the real-time issues there I'm facing, so such kind of, like just now I told this, it is in specifically this is for interview related. There I'll give this more clarity, and sometimes we are facing some issues, right? So such kind of issues I'll explain a particular area. When you come this in this you faced like this kind of issue, so you need to rectify like this. I'll guide you on this area, specific areas. And also, so this basically I don't go with the all predefined programs on the go. Today's topic is Google Maps. So this Google Map related on the go, what is the program? It should come in my brain. Directly I start writing the program here itself. So specifically this topic means this is a predefined program. I'm going with the predefined program, not like that. So maybe there are some programs which are basic programs. The basic programs we go with the predefined, but apart from the advanced programs, we'll go with the based on the demand, we'll go with the different this. So, and also last one more, even in my company, all Android developers are my students only. So means from the course, if you are performing good, whatever the activities I'm using, if anyone searching for the job kind of thing, even if you want that kind of support also from my side, any openings are there, I'll support on that side also. Yeah. So any other questions from anyone? So, okay, thank you. Then, so normally the session will start sharp 8 o'clock only. Because of the first day, just we waited for a few minutes. But from tomorrow, you should join by 7:50, in between of 7:55 to 8. So that will start exactly 8. Okay, so the first day, hope it is clear. So we'll meet you tomorrow. Okay, bye.
Just as before going to proceed, just let me know if you have any doubts. Jayant, Manohar, Nitesh, Raju, you all guys are in yesterday's part of yesterday's class, right?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
Just yes, any doubts in understanding of the definition of snowflake?
No.
So we have discussed basic level of information yesterday.
Yes.
Any doubts?
No.
No. Super, super. One second. So we will discuss today uh, architecture of the Snowflake. Architecture of the Snowflake. One second. Guys, actually, we have a three layers in Snowflake architecture. We have three layers in Snowflake architecture. One is cloud service layer. Another one is query processing layer. Third one is database storage layer. Let me repeat once again. One is clouds. Guys, just I am suggesting you and recommending you after the each and every session, whatever we are going to discuss, the theoretical part and then code part, I will share you end of the session to all of you to your personal mail IDs. At the same time, just please prepare some running notes from your end also, so that it will be easy to rewind the things. Just make some notes from your end also. Fine.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So we have a cloud services layer, and then query processing layer, and then database layer. I am repeating once again. So why I am repeating once again and once again? This Snowflake architecture is very much important. Damn sure you will get a one or two questions from the Snowflake architecture in the every interview, wherever you go, in all the companies. That's why I am repeating. So we have a cloud services layer, we have a query processing layer, we have a database storage layer. Now we will discuss one by one. So what is this database storage layer will do? What is this database storage will do? Storage component is this is a one of the database storage component. This is one of the component of the Snowflake. Nothing but, so we have a like storage and then compute component like that. This is a storage component of the Snowflake. And so whenever you load the data into a Snowflake, automatically the data will be stored in a continuous micro partitions. Guys, what is the meaning of this micro partitions means? See, if you have a some 2 TB of CSV file, 2 TB of CSV file in your source system, when you load that 2 TB of CSV file data into a Snowflake data warehouse, automatically that data will be stored in the tables. And then from the tables, in a database storage layer, in storage component, so we have a micro partitions. Where your business data is going to reside into the component. So the least component of the storage layer in the Snowflake is micro partitions. When you store your data in a Snowflake, automatically the data will be stored into a continuous micro partitions. Each micro partitions will be having the size 50 to 500 MB. 50 to 500 MB. Fine. So apart from these micro partitions, the data will be stored. Data will be stored in the columnar format. Data will be stored in the columnar format. Data will be stored. What do you know? What is the meaning of this columnar format? Guys,
Means column format.
yeah, column format is. See, first, let me explain you what is the meaning of the micro partition. How it looks like. See, See, this is the micro partition structure. This is the micro partition structure. I will tell you what is the advantage to have the data in a micro partitions, and also what is the advantage to store the data in a column format. See, if you speak about the traditional database or a data warehouse, if you speak about the traditional database or a traditional data warehouse, data will be stored in a row format. Data will be stored in a row format. Data will be stored in a row format in our traditional data warehouse or a traditional database. For example, traditional data warehouse, if you consider a SQL server, if you consider SQL server, where in a RD SQL server RDBMS or else in a SQL server data warehouse, the data will be stored in the tables in form of columns and rows, and then so the data will be stored in the form of the rows in a traditional database or a traditional data warehouse. In case of a snowflake, the data will be stored. The data will be stored in a columnar format. Stored in a columnar format. I will tell you that one. See here itself the data. I will tell you. See, this is one of the example. This is the one of the example of the table. So we have a column called type, name, country, date. Type, name, country, date. The data is stored in a. So this is the traditional structure of the table. Traditional structure of the table. So data is stored in form of a column, and data is stored in form of a column and then rows. See, we have a type column, name column, and then country column, and then date column. When the data is loaded into the Snowflake, the data will be stored in a continuous micro partitions. This is a one micro partition. This is another micro partition. This is another micro partition. This is another micro partition. Within these micro partitions, your table data is going to loaded into multiple micro partitions. If you see here, the column type, name, and then country, date. So this is our traditional structure. In case of your Snowflake, see, the data is storing in a micro partitions in column format. See here, the type is here. Type is one column, and the name is another column. Country is another column. Date is another column. See here, type, name, country, and then date. This is a row format. So this is a column format. This is a column format. So your first record first record type is 2. See here, type is first record type is 2. Second column, name is A, and then country, first record is UK, and then date, first record is 11 by 12. So what is the advantage of this having the columnar format means, if you want to search a data, instead of searching a whole rows in a whole columns, just it will traverse only in single direction instead of checking the all the data from your all micro partitions so that you can able to retrieve the data in a very faster. As I mentioned earlier, the data will be stored in a micro partitions and compressed way, and then optimal way. So this is what you can able to you can able to pull the data very fast from the Snowflake. See here, suppose uh, if you want to search, like type equal to or name equal to y, name equal to y. See, y is available in micro partition 3 and then micro partition 3. So if you write a query, select star from table where name equal to where name equal to y. So the y, the value from the name column is available in the micro partition 3 and then 4. So what it will do, if you hit a query into the Snowflake data warehouse, instead of searching the all the micro partitions, it will go into the particular micro partition in a column format. It will go into the particular micro partitions and then it will retrieve the data from the SQL from the Snowflake data warehouse for you. So what is the benefit here? Suppose consider for your one table, if you have a n number of micro partitions, the data is table related data is stored in n number of micro partitions. If you are searching for the particular set of the result set, instead of searching the n number of micro partitions, directly it will go into the particular micro partitions and then it will retrieve the data. So that what is the benefit here? Instead of searching the all the micro partitions, it will go into the particular micro partitions and then it will retrieve the data, so that you can consume the execution of the time of your SQL code. Then how this Snowflake will know, how this Snowflake will know, if you write a select star from table where name equal to y, then it will go into the only particular micro partitions. How the Snowflake will come to know that the y is available in the micro partition 3 and 4. So we have a some metadata table. Suppose when you store a data into a table, automatically the data will be stored into the micro partitions. That micro partitions will be having the for each and every micro partitions will be having the serial numbers for the micro partitions. The serial number and the micro partition details will be written into the some metadata tables. There it will mention that this micro partition is having the data from this range, and then from this table. So using that metadata tables, when you query for your table, then it will check the metadata tables, and then so based on that it will identify the which micro partition has the data for your query, and then directly it will go into the particular micro partition and then it will bring the data for you. So that instead of searching all the micro partitions, instead of searching the n number of micro partitions, directly it will go into the particular micro partition, nothing but micro partition number 3 and then micro partition number 4. So it will save the to search the remaining 2 micro partitions. It will go into the directly 3 and 4 micro partition and it will bring the data for you. And one more thing is, so as you have a data in column format in Snowflake, instead of searching in your see in your, suppose if you write select star from table where name equal to y, it will come into the name column and it will traverse all the records and it will identify the y and then it will bring the entire record for you guys. So this is and all, it will take the long process to search the data and then return the data. So to overcome all these things, in Snowflake they have designed the architecture in a very simplified manner. So whatever you want, suppose if you want to y, only it will come and then it will search into the only this way and then it will bring the data for you guys. So this is about the database storage layer in the architecture of Snowflake. So whenever you will, once again I'm repeating, just make a note down somewhere guys, what is the meaning of micro partitions, what is the meaning of column format, so what is the meaning of this database storage layer, how the data is going to store. So everything you need to know, and then whatever we are discussing here, just if you explain all these things, this is more than enough guys. See, database layer is one of the component in the Snowflake where you are going to store your business data into your Snowflake. Whenever you load the data from the multiple files from the different sources, obviously the data is going to store in a Snowflake in a tables and in a multiple micro partitions format. Whenever the data is loaded into the micro partitions address and the details will be available in the metadata tables in the Snowflake. So by using that metadata tables, if you query on a particular table by using the address of the metadata, by using the address of the micro partitions which are available in the metadata tables, directly it will go into the particular micro partition and then it will bring the data for you. So instead of searching the n number of micro partitions, it will go into the particular number of micro partitions and it will bring the data. So this can be called as a optimal way. So instead of traversing all the things, so directly you are going to the particular things and bring the data so that you can able to see the robust performance comparing to other data warehouse. So this is about a storage layer discussion, guys. Any doubts here? This is the storage layer. Any doubts here? Guys,
Sir,
I need a yes.
That metadata tables contain all the information about the micropartition, right?
Yes, address of the micro partition, and then so it will be having that address of the micro partition. Yes, correct.
Okay. Yes.
Guys, any other
Here
question?
one more doubt.
Yes.
Sir, in the traditional database Oracle, like we have row IDs and some other things, right?
Okay.
So based on that also we'll get the query in the quickly, right? So what is the difference between that row ID and here that address of the metadata table?
Row ID means I didn't get you. May I know your name, please?
Sir, so now if I'll store the data in one row in the Oracle table, it will save with one address of the not primary key.
See, I understand your question. See here, actually, see row ID when you create a index, not only Oracle, whatever the RDBMS, traditional RDBMS, when you store the data in your traditional RDBMS, on top of that, if you create a indexes on the table, then only this row ID concept will come into picture, guy. Actually, see, if you don't create any indexes on the table, then this table can be called as a hash table or a heap table. See, until you create a indexes on the particular table, you will not be able to see the address of the any data in your RDBMS tables. If you create a indexes on that, if you create a indexes on the particular table, so it will create a balanced tree in the database based on that. That is different concept. Again, we need to go to that concept. We need to discuss half an hour on that. But yes, for your question, if you create an index on that for that particular data pages in your database, so there in RDBMS, whatever we have a micro partitions in the Snowflake, there in RDBMS data pages where the data is going to store. Until you create indexes, your data will not be having the row ID. Fine.
Sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
May I know your name? Your name, please. Raju. See, I understand your question. Until we create a indexes on a table in RDBMS, row ID concept will not come. Row ID or key ID. Yes, once you create a indexes on your column or a table, then your row ID will come, and then again that balanced tree concept will start. So that is different again. So here,
okay.
by default, when you store your data, by default you will maintain address in a metadata instead of searching all the n number of micro partitions, you will go into a particular micro partition. Have you got the differences now?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Clear or not? Still, if you have any confusion,
Clear, sir.
let me know. Clear, huh?
No. Clear, sir.
Super. Now, next. So we are done with the database storage layer discussion. And then we'll go to the query processing layer. So how does database storage layer is important in your Snowflake? This query processing layer is also very much important. In single word, I can say this query processing layer is virtual compute warehouse. guys, I can recommend you to make some running note also. I will share this content after this end of the session. After this end of the session, make some running note also. So this query processing layer is a hardware component which can be called as a virtual compute warehouse, virtual compute warehouse, virtual compute warehouse. Fine. So how your database storage is a storage component. This is virtual warehouse or query processing layer is also compute component. Compute component అంటే hardware component, the combination of RAM, CPU, motherboard, everything. So this is very much important. This query processing layer or a virtual warehouse computer, virtual warehouse component is very much important, because how you are going to store a data into your storage component. This virtual compute warehouse, what it will do, whatever the operations you do, in your Snowflake data warehouse, whatever the operation, if you are loading a data, if you are submitting your workloads into, your Snowflake, what is the meaning of workloads? Workloads nothing but a number of SQL queries. If the number of users are connecting to your Snowflake and then they are retrieving a data, right? If you are processing a large volume of data, if concurrent users are accessing your Snowflake data, whatever the operations you do, your virtual compute warehouse components are very much required, which are a hardware component in your Snowflake, So whatever you do, data load or the data processing, data retrieval, your hardware resources are required to process your request, your request, See here, virtual warehouses or hardware resources can create the multiple, right? See here, till here you are clear, huh? I will tell you. See, this query processing layer is a virtual warehouse, which is a compute layer, and then this is a hardware resources. This is a hardware resource to your Snowflake. It will be useful, and it will be required to process all the requests for your all your requests in your Snowflake. The requests are either you may be submitting your workloads or queries, or you are accessing a data from the retrieving a data from the Snowflake, or loading the data into Snowflake. To process all these requests, your virtual compute warehouses are required, which are a hardware resources. Till here, this is the basic concept of this query processing layer. This is clear or not? So if you clear on this, next I will go into the next points in the query processing layer.
Okay, miss. In the query processing layer, virtual warehouses is the hardware component which
Hardware
process
component.
the request.
See, in your traditional database or a data warehouse, you will be having the CPUs, memories, and then everything, right?
Right.
Like that. This is also a virtual warehouse. Virtual warehouse is the hardware resources in your Snowflake. So just you can't able to see those physical devices, those things and all. This is architecture. I will show you how to create the virtual warehouses, how it looks like. When you need to create virtual warehouse, this is also one of the object, like how you are creating a table. So this virtual warehouse is also one of the object in your Snowflake. You are going to create create a virtual warehouses. Fine, guys.
Yes.
So now, so you dedicatedly you can able to create a separate virtual warehouses for the each project or each team. Please make a note down. Dedicatedly you can able to create a virtual compute warehouse or virtual warehouses for each project and each team separately. So whenever you are going to work with the Snowflake as a particular team or a particular project, you can able to access only your project related virtual compute warehouse, so that there is no dependency between the each and every virtual compute warehouse. You can able to do your tasks very easily, and then you can able to execute the things very fastly, so that you can able to see the result very faster. Okay, fine. And also, see, I told you can create each virtual warehouse for each process to improve the performance and make the independent. These are the independent components. So we have a two types of virtual warehouses: single warehouse and then multi-cluster warehouse. Single warehouse can create with the different sizes. Multi-cluster warehouses can create with minimum and maximum clusters. With minimum and maximum clusters. So with minimum and maximum clusters. Yesterday I told you. So yesterday I told you actually single warehouses will be created with the different sizes, and then multi cluster warehouse can be created with the minimum and maximum number of customer clusters. We will be having the separated discussion on the virtual warehouse, virtual compute warehouse. So where I am going to show you what are the different sizes are there, how the pricing will be happening, and what is a multi-cluster warehouse, and then what are the options we have, how do we create, everything I am going to show you. We have one separate session on the virtual compute warehouse. We will see more details on, because this is very much important, and then you will get the multiple questions on this virtual compute warehouse also. I am going to take one separate session on the virtual compute warehouse. We will see the in details of the component. So for now, so you can able to see, we can able to tell that this query processing layer is a virtual compute warehouse, and then virtual compute warehouse which is a hardware resources to your Snowflake. Guys, any doubt in here? Virtual this query processing layer. Hello.
No, sir.
Clear, right?
Yes.
I will share you this content. I will share you this note also once completion of this discussion. So next layer is the cloud services layer. So we are done with the database storage and then query processing layer discussion, right? Agree?
Yes.
Hello? Yeah. So we have a cloud services layer. What is this cloud services layer? See here. So this is the top layer. This is a very much a top layer, and then it will handle the entire Snowflake, guys. This is the very first layer in your Snowflake architecture. This is the key component in your Snowflake architecture. It will take care of everything of your Snowflake till when you create a account in your Snowflake. When you create a account, when you create your Snowflake account, so your username, your password, and your account details will be taken care by your cloud service layer. So all the access control related information will be checked, managed by your cloud service layer. When you log in into Snowflake, when you log in into your Snowflake account, initially your cloud service layer will be cross-verified with your details. Then only it will allow you to log in into your then only allow you to log in into your Snowflake. So without this layer, your Snowflake will not work. So this is the top layer. This is very much important layer. It will take care of your access control related things, and also whatever you store the data into Snowflake, whatever the data is your processing, whatever your workloads are executing or queries are executing, your cloud service layer will be managed, your storage component, and also your virtual compute warehouse also. Everything will be managed by your cloud service layer. See, if you execute one query in your Snowflake, till once you hit the query in your Snowflake data warehouse, till you get the result into the end users, entire thing will be taken care by. What it will do, it will receive the request from the user. Suppose Razu is executing one SQL query in Snowflake. When the Razu started to execute the SQL query in Snowflake, what this cloud service will cloud service layer will do, it will parse your query. What is the meaning of parse? What is the meaning of parse? Parse nothing but it will check the syntactical thing, and then if everything goes well, then it will send this request will go into the next level. So when you hit the query into your Snowflake, initial layer, cloud service layer will accept your request. It will pass the query, and then it will pass into the next virtual compute warehouse, layer. There you will be having the cache. Cache nothing but this is one of the memory. Already, if the cache is available, if already cache has the data for you for your query in the virtual compute layer, then it will return the data from the cache itself. The cache is don't have in virtual compute warehouse layer, then the request will go into the your storage layer where the data is going to store in the Snowflake. So from there, the data will be returned into the your cloud service layer. So what I mean to say, cloud service layer will accept the request, and then it will push into the next level, and then it will bring the data, and then it will submit into the end users. So this is the one of the things, and also remaining things it will take care of the infrastructure manager and then metadata manager. I told you metadata, those things and all, whatever the metadata tables will be having, those things and all it will taken care by your cloud service layer, your cloud service layer. So this is about the cloud service layer, guys. Then now we have discussed database storage and then query processing and then database cloud service layer. Guys, any doubts in this discussion architecture? Hello.
Good, sir. Good. Yeah.
Good, right?
Yes, good.
Yeah. You can contact the institute. They will share you the material. They will share you whatever whatever we are discussing here. This material, everything. The institute people will share you guys. Just contact to the institute guys and then ask for the material, and then they will share you this material, guys. Is that fine? So tomorrow we will be tomorrow we will discuss on the in detail of the virtual compute warehouse and also how the pricing is doing, and then what are the different editions are available in the Snowflake. Tomorrow we will continue with that class, guys. Is that fine?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have one question. Sir, can you practically a small query and how to
Sorry?
store it? Miss, can you give one example how to store the